In this video, we're going to be taking a look at how to write a strong introduction for a science report. Now, you will need your practice companion books, page 128, and you will also need to have your writing journal out as well. Now, before we begin writing our science report, it is important to think about that you need to stick to one topic. You don't want to talk about two different topics or anything like that. And it's also important, even looking at the writing model, to pay attention to how the topic is presented and how facts and details are organized in the report. Along with this, it's very important to pay close attention to the structure of the introduction, explanatory, and how the author begins to explain some things, and also the concluding paragraph. So take a look at that structure. Now, after you have done that, what I want you to do is look at that introduction really closely, and I want you to answer this question. We're going to be talking about this in class today. So why do you think the author started the report this way? Look at the introduction, look how the report was started. Why did the author begin the report this way? So answer that question. You'll need to pause the video, answer that question. We'll talk about that in class today. Okay, now we're going to really take a look at creating your own strong introduction. All right, now the introduction, we've talked about this all year, needs to grab the reader's attention and establish what the report will be about. Okay, so you do not want to just start out by saying, I'm going to do a report on asteroids or anything like that. It's very important to really create a hook that really grabs the reader's attention. Questions, quotes, surprising facts, descriptive images, hypothetical situations are powerful ways to create an attention-grabbing opening sentence for a piece of writing. Like I said, we really want to stay away from, my report is about asteroids. Okay, you don't want to start out a paragraph that way or your stories that way. It's important to begin with a hook or some type of fact or something like that that can really draw the reader in. So here's an example of how to make an introduction paragraph for a report on making plants stronger. Okay, so I may think about the report is about making plants stronger. Why might a reader be interested in that topic? As I think about that question, I may come up with some ideas about how to start the report. I'll engage the reader right away by presenting some familiar scenarios. If I describe them effectively enough, the reader will be curious and will continue reading. Okay, so here's an example of this. Gardeners are always looking for ways to keep flowers blooming longer. Farmers want plants that resist bugs and bad weather. All of us enjoy fruits and vegetables that look beautiful, taste delicious, and are more nutritious to eat. For these and many other reasons, scientists are constantly working on ways to make plants stronger. Okay, so you can see how the scenario has been presented. I included some facts in there as well. All right, now I did not come out and say my report is about how to make plants stronger, but you can see with my introduction paragraph, the reader knows for sure what the topic is about because I included it in that final sentence there. For these and many other reasons, scientists are constantly working on ways to make plants stronger. So I provide a hook, I draw my reader in, and I also present what my topic will be about as well. So the final thing we're going to take a look at, we've talked about an introduction. Now we want to talk about developing a writer's voice. It is very important that your own voices should come through in their writing. I should be able to read your piece and picture you just telling it to me just as if you were talking to me. Now, this is very important in a science report because science reports often include just very dense information or information that may not be very exciting. So you should really try to present facts and details using words and language that show personality and interest in their topic, and this is going to really help keep your readers engaged. Okay, so first of all, talked about that. Present your facts and details using words and language that show personality and interest in your topic. Very important there. Next, use descriptive words to help the reader understand. Descriptive adjectives and adverbs, precise nouns, specific action verbs, and so on. And your tone should be lively, not boring, yet keep it academic and formal. And you're not having a conversation. We talk about this. You don't want to ask questions and answer them yourself necessarily, or you're not really having a conversation with your reader. So what I want you to do, just write these 3 main points down for developing a writer's voice in a science report in your notes, and we'll continue to focus on this as we begin writing our science report. Okay, as you come to class today, this is going to be your job. You're going to begin drafting your science report. We're going to focus in on just that first paragraph, making a strong introduction that grabs the reader's attention. Remember to keep your tone formal and not boring. So this concludes the video on writing an introduction and also developing your voice in a science report. If you have any questions about this concept, please come and see me.